Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. If you are an XRP holder, I have some very bullish news to share with you. Rosie Rios just tweeted out something very interesting about XRP as well as Bitcoin in China. And I want to break down why this is bullish. It's important given the context of what is happening around Ripple and with regards to crypto regulations in the SEC. In addition, we have Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong sharing a very bullish statement about crypto, being that it is the Web 3.0 that we've been waiting for. So I want to talk about this and the macro level view of what is happening with technology and the internet and how crypto fits within that. And we have some other folks weighing in as well. So before we get into it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. You don't have to pay any fees. It is also the only exchange where you can buy Miami coin. So be sure to sign up, link in the description. All right, crypto prices. Nothing happening right now, guys. Everything's following Bitcoin's move. We had some volatility last night and then Bitcoin jumped significantly, but it's a waiting game here. We have to be patient. I see the tippity top of a red candle forming on the weekly chart, and that's okay. Maybe this next week coming up here, it is nothing significant happening. It is just red, right? That's okay. We're building support levels, and I am expecting fireworks in Q4. Now, does that mean come October 1st, all of a sudden we're going to see a massive bull rally? No. It will have its slow, steady growth, building support levels, and then we'll see some fireworks. And is that a guarantee? No, but I think there's a strong probability for it, right? And here's a macro level view chart of the Bitcoin chart, I should say, showing the market cycles playing out. So if I zoom in here, look at 2013, showing the same timeline that we are in at the moment of 2021, and the same thing in 2017. And after this respective period of September and the cool down and so forth, we saw a blast off. So I'm not using wishful thinking or my emotions to say, well, I want the prices to go up, so I'm expecting a rally. No, we have to be realistic. We're using historical data, and that is as close to fact as we can get versus our emotions or our wishful thinking. And I think we're going to see, guys, a pump like we did in 2017 as well as 2013. And it could also, the market cycle could extend into January. I don't know if that's going to happen for a fact, but it's a possibility. So I'm just throwing it out there. These are all probabilities, right? It's just a matter of the percentage attached to the probabilities of how likely is it to happen. So if I were to assign a percentage breakdown, 85% bull market, another peak, a bull run up to a high peak and new all-time highs, and a 15% chance that does not happen. That's from my research. That's not financial or investment advice. I'm just sharing with you what I've done, what I've seen, and what I think is going to happen based on the data, the trends, and the analytics. So just this is why I like to share these macro level charts with you guys. All right, here's another chart showing Bitcoin yearly candles. And we can see that, once again, the 2013 cycle where we had the halving and then the bull market, and then into 2017. And now we find ourselves in the third halving, the 2021, in 2021, I should say. And you can see our green candle for this peak of this bull run has not fully formed yet. Look at it compared to 2017 and 2013. Another data point showing we still have ways to go, because that would not be in line of the history of how Bitcoin has performed given the halving cycles, especially when you have more demand now from institutions. So once again, I think there's more to go here. New all-time highs to be hit. When the exact dates are, I can't say, but the timeline, like I said, possibly Q4 into Q1 of next year, but we'll see. Just be ready and have a plan and know what prices you're cashing out on. I'm looking for $100,000 plus Bitcoin price and all coins to go bananas following Bitcoin's move like they have historically, right? We see these massive alt seasons that take place in altcoins usually outperform Bitcoin. Now, you may say, well, why hold Bitcoin? Because there are no guarantees, and Bitcoin is the safer bet. Now, but comes higher risk, comes higher reward with altcoins. That's just how I think, and how I've, from what my studying and understanding market cycles, how I approach it. Bitcoin is my hedge against anything that may not pan out. So just letting you know, how, being fully transparent, guys. All right, XRP holders, check this out. Rosie Rios tweeted the following today at 3:35 p.m. Eastern. XRP's primary purpose is facilitating cross-border payments while other cryptos find their value in speculation. China's latest move brings this point home. Hashtag Ripple, hashtag RippleNet, hashtag Bitcoin. Wow. Guys, you may say, Tony, that's just a stupid tweet. Who cares? I don't like XRP, whatever. Well, let's bring it back to facts and reality. Forget about emotions and how you feel. Who's Rosie Rios? Oh, just the 43rd treasurer of the United States. Currency designer. Look at those titles and those accolades, guys. This is not some random Joe Schmo tweeting some crap. The 43rd treasurer of the United States. This person, what she says carries weight. This is the top of the top here, the cream of the crop, if you wanted to say it that way, with regards to government. And she's tweeting about XRP. Now, some of you will say, Tony, Rosie sits on the Ripple's board of directors. Of course she's going to say that. She doesn't have to say that. She could just be an advisor. Remember, by tweeting this out, and millions of people are going to see this, she's putting her reputation on the line. Context here is important. Why? The Ripple's under massive scrutiny right now. There's an XRP lawsuit, right, from the SEC. There's people who are saying Ripple's a scam. There are people saying nobody's going to use XRP, blah, 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 right? The same FUD talking points. You have the 43rd treasurer out here tweeting about XRP. And I want you to really think. You got to put your thinking cap on and put your emotions, leave your emotions at the door. And I'm not saying you have to hold XRP. I'm just saying don't spread FUD and realize what the hell is happening here. This is massively bullish, guys. And I'm going to give some more context here because people often forget. They have short memories. What did Congressman Tom Emmer tweet last year? And I've interviewed Congressman Tom Emmer. The man said XRP is not a security. This is a congressman. What did former CFTC Chair Chris Giancarlo say? XRP isn't a security. He went and had an article in Forbes talking about this. And you have Rosie Rios here talking about what XRP's primary case. She could be tweeting about anything else. And look, you can go look at her Twitter profile. She's tweeting about other stuff. But she took time to talk about XRP. Don't miss what is happening here. I just don't want some of you to be like, oh man, I should have bought some other XRP. And I'm not telling you to go buy it, but I just want you to think about it. Look at what the hell is taking place here, right? This is why I personally hold XRP. It's the number one in my portfolio, but I'm not some XRP maximalist. I see the crypto market as an entire asset class with multiple assets that are going to do well. A lot will fail, don't get me wrong. XRP is my number one, Bitcoin my number two, Ethereum my number three, guys. So I ain't a Bitcoin maximalist, I ain't an XRP maximalist, I ain't an Ethereum maximalist. I'm a money maximalist. I'm here to make money. So you want to do tribalism, maximalism, go ahead. I'm here to make money. And I'm showing you the facts of what is taking place, who's saying what, and this is clearly a credible person talking about XRP. So I think, as I've stated before, I think Ripple's going to win the SEC lawsuit. I think as soon as that happens and they get clarity, banks and payment companies in the United States will start leveraging XRP like they are overseas, like in Japan and different countries. And Ripple's has huge connections, people from the government, obviously from the former SEC officials, and so on and so forth. So I think the SEC is going to lose its battle, and Congress may have to step in to help, but I think Ripple is going to come out of this successfully. Now, I like this meme here from Blockworks. This is funny. SEC, our regulation is pretty clear. The regulation. This is some like Sanskrit, but it's clear. We know what's going on. The SEC is, you have corrupt officials, Jay Clayton and William Hinman. It looks like Gensler is along the same lines. Don't get me wrong, there's some good people there like Hester Peirce, who I'll be interviewing soon, and Elad Roisman. But clearly the market, the entire market is seeing the SEC for the bullshit that they're trying to do here. They haven't put out clear regulations, and yet they're saying, oh, people are not following regulations and we want more power and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they are looking to shake people down and get settlement money. That's why they're not releasing those regulations, guys. And part of this is their connection to the banking cartel, right? The traditional financial bankers who don't like you, using certain cryptos, whether it be lending, staking, and earning interest. It takes money out of their pockets, right? We've talked about that. Now, guys, check this out from Brian Armstrong. I agree with this. He tweeted, a lot of folks don't realize that crypto is really the third generation of the internet, re-decentralizing it. It is Web 3, fully aligned with the goals of financial inclusion and checking the power of big tech. Wow. And I'm in agreement with this, guys. You can't stop disruptive tech. We've seen it historically. It always wins. Human civilization is going to things that are more efficient, more decentralized, that it's just changing and making their lives better. And it doesn't matter if the incumbents or the old guard are upset and they're angry, just like the horse and buggy people were upset and angry at the automobile, right? And yes, the first automobile wasn't perfect, and did it have flaws? Hell yeah, but progression, and they can't stop it. This will keep going no matter how much they fight. They can't stop it. History is on our side here. And I agree with Brian. Crypto is an amazing, amazing technology, and obviously built on blockchain. And I think the world is going to change. You're going to have multiple blockchains, and they're going to be, a lot of them are going to be interoperable. Wow, couldn't say that. And a big part of that is XRP, with being a bridge asset for different CBDCs and currencies and so forth. So big things are ahead. I try to always point you guys to the macro level view. Zoom out, right? Zoom out like you would have on the internet. If someone came to you in the 90s and say, hey, there's this company called Google and Amazon and eBay and so on and so forth. If you were a skeptic, if you didn't take time to do the research, and if you weren't patient, you may have jumped out early before the Google stock went crazy and Amazon stock went crazy, and people were made wealthy off of those, right? So same thing is happening here, although I think it's going to move faster because we're building on a faster version of the internet, of course. And this technology is getting adopted globally at a rapid pace, because I've said this many times, you could be in any part of the world, guys. And you don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to go through some sort of gatekeeper. You could put $50 in Bitcoin, $50 in XRP, $50 in Ethereum, and you are in the asset class with other whales and institutions. And I think Raoul Pal, macro investor, said this. It's the first time the little guy gets to front run many of the institutions. Why, you may ask? Because many of the institutions don't have the regulatory clarity yet. So this is just such an interesting dichotomy versus the previous asset classes, guys. We have the opportunity of a lifetime, and I hope you see what is taking place here. Hunter Horsley, who is the CEO of Bitwise, and I've interviewed some folks at Bitwise, he weighed in on this, saying, we're going to be rebranding crypto to Web3 over the next 2 to 3 years. It will be a superset. Example includes crypto and other things, less baggage and more people to get behind it. I think he's absolutely right. I think he's spot on, guys. And this is why I've stated many times, while I am taking profits at this bull market cycle, I will be buying the dips in the bear market coming up. I'm going to be accumulating more. Now, don't get me wrong, I will be holding some crypto long term that I'm locking up with, with staking and lending so I can earn interest on it. And look, saving some of those, maybe like Bitcoin and some other cryptos for my daughter, right? I'm just leaving it. I'm not touching it. So that is how I'm looking at this thing, looking at 10 years beyond, because I grew up in the 90s, right? I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s, and I experienced the dial-up days of the internet, and I was very passionate about technology and going through, when Google first came out, using that search engine. And I remember showing people like, hey, check this out. People were like, what the hell is this, right? Because I wasn't using Yahoo or Lycos or whatever the other ones are, and just different aspects of the internet. And I look back now and I just look at how, I wish I was maybe older, but you kind of think about these things that I could have invested, but I was a kid, right? I was young. I was in high school and then going to college. But now I'm in a position where the next internet, Web 3.0, right, is playing out, and now I can participate in it. And it's even better than the early days of the internet because of the decentralization, because of not having to be an accredited investor. You can just participate in this asset class. It's pretty amazing. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me on how bullish this news is with Rosie Rios? Remember, context is important with all the things that are happening right now. Lawsuits, Gensler, SEC, and she's tweeting this, the 43rd treasurer of the United States. Bullish. I will be accumulating more XRP. I think, peak bull run, if this, especially if the lawsuit gets settled in the respective time, 10 to $15 or XRP, I think it's possible. Is that a guarantee? Of course not, right? I could be wrong. Maybe it taps out at $8. Who knows? But I think we could get there. But once again, not financial investment advice. I'm not telling you to go dump your money into this. Do your research. Do your research. Spend hours, researching what's happening here, and only put what you can afford to lose, because this market is volatile. But like every other asset class, there's a risk. So you have to understand what's happening. But this is certainly an opportunity of a lifetime. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I will talk to you all later.